Hello and welcome back once again to my channel. If this happens to be your first time, just hit on the subscribe button to subscribe to the channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a multiple user account for one PC, being it laptop or desktop. This normally happens at the workplace where we have only one PC, but we have 2 or 3 staff that we wish we could afford them a laptop or desktop, but the strength isn't there. And also in the house, we have children that we want them to use a laptop, but then we only have one. So the parent has to create a multiple user account for the children so that they do not get access to the files that the parents have. So you could check from here that we have guests, we have Tom, Jack, and an administrator. The administrator here is the sole owner of the laptop or the desktop. And then Jack, Tom, and guest, these are separate users that we've created an account for them so that they can also use this machine. So to be able to do that, just follow the tutorial to the end and I'll show you. So let's start the process. Come to the taskbar here and then search for settings. So it pops up like this and then you hit on enter, or better still, you can just hit on the start button here and then you have settings here. Hit on it. So we have settings here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel for me. And then when you come here, we have several options here, but then we are interested in creating an account. So hit on accounts. Then we have some options at the left over there. We have your info, email account, sign in options, access work or school, family, and other users. What you are interested in is to just create multiple users. Okay, so hit on family and other users. Then you have this page opened. Then we have add a family member. You're not interested in that. Second one here, we have add someone else to this PC. This is what we are looking for. Then what we have to do is just to hit on it, and then let's wait for a second. The page will open for us. Most of the time when you're doing some things like this, make sure you are connected to the internet so that everything will be feasible for you. So this opens, and then let's say you are opening this account for your children, but then they do not have an email address or let's say phone number. So what you have to do is just to ignore email or phone and then click on I don't have this person's sign in information. And at the workplace, the person might be a temporary worker, so there's no need to take their email or their information. So when you get here too, you have some options down here. You are expected to enter the person's email address, but then you don't have the person's email address, and then use a phone number instead. No, we don't. We are not interested. Maybe the person is a kid, and then he or she doesn't have a phone. Then get a new email. No, we don't want to create a mail address for the person. So add a user without a Microsoft account. Then hit on that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, just subscribe to the channel for more. Okay, so you are required to enter the person's name. So let's say the person is Maxwell. So just type Maxwell. You can choose to write the person's full name, and then you select a password for the person. So anytime the person is logging in, he or she will use this password. So enter any password at all, then re-enter it again. So security question. Now, what's your first pet's name here? Then you type the answer. Let's say dog. Then scroll down. Security question 2. What's the name of the city where you were born? So for me, I'll enter word. Okay. And then the third security question is, what was your childhood nickname? Childhood nickname. Then for me, I'll enter Tech One Ideas. Okay. Tech One Ideas. Okay. Then hit on next. Wait for a second. The account is now created. Now that we have the account created, just come here and then hit on the account or the name that we gave to the account. So we have some options down there. Change account type and then remove account. So hit on change account type. So when you come here, we have a drop down here. You have standard user and then what? The administrator. If you switch it to the administrator, then it means that the person can perform the same function that the user of the machine performs. So the person will get access to your files, and then everything that you use the machine for, the person will get to know that. So we don't want the person to know these things. So just select or maintain standard user, then hit on OK. And then anytime that you want to remove the person's account, then you just come here and then you click on what? Remove account. So the person can't use the machine any longer. Let's say the person was a temporary worker and then the person is done with you. Just come and then remove the person's account here. Okay. So after creating an account, if you want to check whether it was successful, just come here, click on the task button and the start button here, and then you will click on you click on your account here and then check whether it has reflected over there. Okay, so you could see from here that we have two accounts here, Bismarck and then the Maxwell, the one that we just created. That means that we are successful. So if this works for you, you just hit on the subscribe button to subscribe to the channel and also like the video. Meet you again in my next tutorial.